when it comes to the trading plan chats, I think, and what a lot of people really, it's because of how tedious it is to put it together and all that, So what would you say is like, let's say 3 things that people should focus on first when it comes to building a trading plan?
Entries, exits, and the pair. So each pair that you trade has a different personality, and people think that they can just go into the markets and just trade anything, and it doesn't really work like that. Like, I see people forcing to trade certain pairs and it's not working out for them, and they end up being discouraged, and they're like, okay, this is not for me. But no, did you try something else? Did you actually go and back test and spend time with the pair that suits your personality? Because a part of trading is not just trading any instrument. Like, you have to have a relationship with that pair, and you can only do that if you've actually spent time back testing, forward testing, and all of that stuff. So definitely I'd say no. Okay, we're gonna have to, because I'm getting lost here. Okay. For me personally, my 3 essential things that I keep in my trading plan would be sessions. Know the session that you're trading. Different pairs are going to behave differently in different sessions. So know which session that you're trading. Each pair is going to react differently in each session. So but you'll only figure this out through watching the charts. Just sit down, just watch the chart, see how your pair behaves in each session, and you'll know which one is more beneficial for you. So sessions, number 1. Number 2, I'd say your entry. Okay, and many people don't worry too much about entries, but if you've seen my charts, you can see that I focus a lot on entries. It's important that you're entering or buying or selling an instrument at a price that's gonna eventually bring you a profit. It goes back to sales. Like, if I'm selling something to you, you're obviously gonna want to buy it at a cheaper price. You're not gonna want to buy it from me if it's expensive. So the same concept applies in trading. We're buying and selling instruments to each other. Banks, institutions buy and sell trades that they took the previous day. There can't be a buyer without there being a seller. So yeah. Okay. Number 3, I'd say your exits. Okay, so session, entry, and exits. Your exit is very important. It's probably more important than your entry, because you need to know where the market's going. You need to have a target in mind, and that can only work if you know or have a risk to reward ratio, right? It's how much I'm risking versus how much I actually want to gain from this. So if you know that you're risking this amount and you want to gain a certain amount, where is that certain amount? Where are you exiting this trade? When will you be satisfied with the reward of your trade? You need to know where you're exiting. You can't just be exiting anywhere. Sometimes, okay, I've learned my lesson, but a lot of the time this would happen. I wouldn't know where I was exiting. I'd enter a trade confident that, okay, maybe the pair I'm trading is gonna buy, so I buy the pair. But now I'm holding and holding. I don't know when is the right time to get out. You're lost, right? And you end up taking an L. Because first of all, you also didn't have a target. So now you don't know where you're supposed to get out. You need to get out at a certain place because other people are getting in. On every single candlestick, at every single point on the chart, there's traders who are getting in and there's traders who are getting out. Now you need to decide, are you getting out at a time where other traders are getting in, because that's going to affect the market as well. You're going to have a bit of a drawback. So entries, exits, and sessions, very important.
But you speak about a risk reward ratio and everything like that, but I think, how do you determine your exits at some point? Is it based on the dollar value of like, okay, now I'm going to come out to this, or is it based on what's happening on the chart and as well, or like how do you decide that?
Okay, I use price action. I'm more of a technical trader. So how do I determine my exits or my reward? Okay, with the strategy that I'm using now, or let's say as I've progressed and the strategy that I've compiled myself, it allows me to get in and have like zero risk and as much reward as possible, which is why you'll see that I don't trade with stop losses. I don't trade with take profits. I enter and I'm confident that the market is going to go a certain way, and the market won't have a drawback. It won't take me out. If it does, as soon as I've entered my trade, I lock my profits. I put my stop loss in and I go for swing highs and swing lows. So I'm mainly trading on like higher time frames, but I enter on lower time frames. So I'm targeting highs or lows on like the daily or the weekly. So that allows me to swing for longer.